Joe Dunne for interview, 3, 2, 1. Joe, your first home defeat since you took over as manager, your response to that?
Well, it's not great, is it? I mean, what hell do you want me to respond? Very disappointed. Although, saying that, I just thought, initially we were on top. Yeah. We set our style out to get after them, we did. We attacked them, we got balls into the box, got the ball into good position. But again, our old bad habit that I now need to probably look at changing. Set pieces, giving away stupid free kicks in wrong areas, and they've cost us twice.
Let's talk about the first goal, the Neil Bishop volley. Seems to have a lot of space inside the box.
Somebody's marking him, he's got a marker. I won't name who it is. He should mark him, it's his responsibility. And that's happened before. So yeah, I'll need to change one or two things, I think.
Yeah, the second goal, to me it looks like a fairly nothing free kick, just laid to the edge of the penalty area. The defence didn't deal with it. Yeah, it wasn't dealt with, and it's forced our second phase, and it's one of them that's bounced to them, and he's untracked into the box, and it's a switch off. So it's two very disappointing goals from their point of view. I'd ask about the second one. Is that Mark Cousins left badly exposed, or might Mark have reacted quicker to the loose ball in the box?
Well, it doesn't matter because it's ended up in the back of the net. I'll have a look at it again and make a judgment.
Football's hard enough, and Notts County are a difficult enough side to. It makes it so much harder when you're conceding that type of goal.
Yeah, that's again that type of goal that seems to be happening a lot. I think I maybe need to look at bringing in some competition for a few other people. I think one or two maybe get a bit comfortable. So I'll probably need to do that this week. Freshen up.
You've brought a young lad in the club. I think that was more about the under-20s. I think you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about senior level. Yeah, I think one or two. I need to bring in a bit of competition, especially for the defence.
These financial constraints that.
I'll deal with that, and whatever happens, and I'll see what I can do. But it's the same kind of goal, so I can't keep letting that happen.
Yeah, you still probed away in the second half, created a whole series of half chances. You could have done with something going your way in the opposition.
I heard the crowd shout, "Get it forward, keep it forward, bang it forward." If they want to see that, they can go somewhere else. If you want to shout on anybody, shout on me. I've asked them to pass it. We've passed it in every other game when they've cheered. They need to stick with what we're trying to do, because I thought in the second half we were brave enough. We changed the system. We moved the ball around. I don't know what the possession stats are. I know goals win games, but we can't be criticised for a lack of effort in terms of what we tried to do with the ball. And I won't change. So if you want to shout at anybody and blame anybody, blame me.
You did create chances. I mean,
we did, but no one remember that, will they? We got beat 2-0. We were brave in the second half, and we created chances. We hit the bar. No one made a murmur. We created chances and got in. And I'm very, very proud in how the players responded in the second half, because let's be honest, after Saturday it could have been 5 or 6 if we had capitulated. And we didn't capitulate. We showed good character to try and come back and try and get the equalisers. And like you say, we got in there, and they were, their top 6 team that were organised and made it very difficult for us. If we expected a cakewalk, it wasn't going to happen. So I'm very annoyed with how we conceded the goals. I'm very, very pleased with how they still tried to pass the ball. And like I said, I won't ask them to do anything else.
And you're going to make changes?
Well, I'll need to take a look at that. I need to take a look at that. We wanted a response from Saturday tonight. I thought the way the game started, it looked like it was going to happen. But it's the same kind of goal, and that needs fixing. And I need to look at every aspect of how I fix that. And if that means freshening it up with blood, I'll try and do that to create competition.
Thanks, Joe.
No worries. Cheers, Joe.
Joe, because it happened quite a few times now, hasn't it? Set pieces. I think a couple of Shrewsbury recallers when I think Carlisle here had 3 free headers today, and you think tonight was the last straw as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, last straw. I need to bring in more competition for the defence. I'm a great believer. I said when I first took over, and players being pushed. I think they've been pushed. I thought Freddie Sears was great when he came on tonight. He was exciting. He was direct. He was everything that we wanted to be, and we got him on the ball a hell of a lot. But you can only get him on the ball a hell of a lot if you pass it. And we passed it. There's no point bringing Freddie Sears on if we're going to kick it 60, 70 metres up the pitch with snow coming down on it. And like I said, I won't do that. And Freddie did it excellent when he came on tonight. And the way the players tried to move the ball around in terms of getting their chances and scoring goals, unfortunately that's all that was missing. So, yeah. But that has to change. You know, if you look at us now, we've only got to put the ball into the box now to make a chance against us, and I can't have that as Colchester United manager.
Yeah. I mean, you haven't got much competition in central defence or anywhere like that anyway, Joe. Have you? Regardless, I mean.
No. Well, it's a fact, isn't it?
Nowhere to go.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's the back four every week. It's the back four who've done well. We've had 4 clean sheets.
Yeah.
But you know, we need to be consistent if we want to go where we want to go.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to be yo-yoing. I don't want to be. You know, I want us to be successful as a group, and to do that, you know, I'll say it how I feel and tell it how it is, and what I'm telling you, I've told the players. Yeah. So there's nothing I'm keeping from you.
No.
You know, and we've done bloody well in terms of what we've tried to do and what we've done here, and they want to shout at me and blame me.
Yeah. You've got a busy few days coming up then, Joe, it sounds like, doesn't it? You're going to bolster your defence.
Yeah, well, I'll try. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll change it. It just means that they need to know that they have to be on their game every week.
Yes.
And that's said that when I first took over.
Yes.
But we've come up against a very good side.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, I think we've dominated the game. Dominated it in terms of not chances. That would be unfair. They were well organised and they set in and made us have to work for our opportunities, and we did work hard for our opportunities, but there wasn't many, but there were a few.
Yes.
There were a few, so it is what it is.
That's Miss Sanchez, what, a bit tonight, a bit of spark for you? I mean,
I don't think it would have affected how Notts County lined up and set up and what they did. They still would have had a strategy to deal with Sanchez. But obviously it gives us a bit of quality, but like I said before, Freddie Sears was excellent making one.
Yeah.
And if anybody's looking to start Saturday, probably Freddie Sears will.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you.
Okay.
Just a frustrating evening for you, Joe. It's the first time your side hasn't scored. Obviously, it's quite a rare occurrence, really, for you not to take. I mean, it was probably misfortune as well as perhaps not being.
There's no misfortune about the first 2 goals. That's for sure. The first 2 goals were created by us and conceded by us. You know, you can't keep going around giving silly free kicks. It's my big pet hate with these players, and they know that. Because the ball comes into your box, and if we're not defending the box, what don't you want to do? You don't want to give away free kicks. And we have to stop doing it. In terms of frustrating, I'm not frustrated with the players, because they tried to do what I've asked them to do. And we changed the system in the second half, and they still tried to do what I asked them to do. And I think if real football people will see that. I mean, someone shouted to me, you know, we're not bloody Arsenal. What do you want? You know? What do you want? Yeah, we're Colchester United, and we're trying to do the right things in terms of what we want to do as a club, and we want to bring all our youngsters through being able to pass the ball. And like you said, it's the first game we haven't scored a goal in. But I think we tried. You know, I think we tried to score a goal. So that's the only frustrating part. In terms of not having a goal, and obviously the goals we conceded.
I mean, to go behind so sort of early on in the game as well, it left you playing.
We make it now, John. We can't go into last 2 games. We give ourselves a mountain to climb, and we cannot do that. You know, we cannot do that. In the other games, we've always stayed in the game and been in the game and got a goal, got the first goal, or was in a position to win the game. Got ourselves in a position to win the game. We can't put ourselves in the situation where we did tonight after whatever it was minutes, and especially just before half time. And when you look at it, it's 2 set pieces that come into the box, and we shouldn't be putting ourselves in that situation. We're 2-0 down, chasing the game at home against, you know, and we have to push and show effort and grit to get the crowd behind us. And we couldn't quite get that first goal tonight in the second half. I mean.
And you mentioned the word frustrated, but I guess there's a lot of work that goes on the training ground to set pieces and so on, defending set pieces.
Yeah, it's a responsibility of players to mark.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very simple, and that's responsibility. And if you can't have responsibility in my team, you won't play in my team. And that's simple as that. You know, if you're giving somebody to look after him. And don't let him score, don't let him create a chance for himself. And we need to up our concentration levels, and like I said, if that means me bringing in somebody else, that puts you under a little bit of pressure, well, so be it.
And you mentioned before that you have lots of players that you...
Yeah, well, I've actually missed out on one today by 5 minutes. Missed out one by 5 minutes.
Is that because he's gone somewhere else?
Yeah,
or?
because he went somewhere else, and you know that was a big miss for us. But I'll keep trying. But like I said, I've got to speak to the chairman and see what we can do in terms of that. But I have to make sure that what we bring in is quality, and what we bring in improves us, not just keeps us ticking over.